Hi, this is Tom Searcy with the 1% Difference, and this week I want to talk about the fact that you should stop answering questions. You're asking me why? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. How many times have you gotten a call from a prospect or a customer with a litany of questions? They're asking for questions for pricing and functions and terms and all sorts of things, but there's no context. You don't know what they want. I want you to think for just a second, if you got a call from somebody who says, I want to buy a car, what would happen? Would you just give them a quote on a car? No, you'd say, well, what do you want to use the car for? How much money do you have? And, do you need an SUV? Do you need something that's got good gas mileage? Do you need to haul kids around? Do you need a van? Do you want sports? You'd have 100 questions before you would answer something as simple as, what is the price? What are the terms? And what different opportunities could they get from that? Why? Because you can't just start with the idea that everything is standard just because they say, I want a car. Same thing happens in your business. You get called, asked for standard questions, and there are no standard questions in your business. So instead of answering questions, I want you to change that around and I want you to start asking. All right, so someone calls you on the phone and says, hey, I need to get an understanding, basic bid for the following, and they give you a list. You say, oh, sure, no problem. Before I give you those answers, let me start with some parameters, all right? So you're going to ask questions like the car questions. You're going to ask them, what are they trying to accomplish? And what will they be using, whatever the product or the service or the solution is? And where is it going to be located? Have that litany put together so that you have a clear understanding of the kinds of questions that you need to have before you can answer them. Don't tell them I'm not going to answer them. Tell them, yes, I am going to answer them. And I want to be thorough. I want to be complete. I want to be relevant. I want to be valid. And to do that, I need some information from you. Be very, very cautious if they won't give you any of the answers. If they say, well, just give me your standard card pricing, or send me a standard kind of scrub proposal, or can you leave me some information, or give me a link to your website. All of those are typically representations of someone who is doing a market scan on pricing and function and has no real serious interest in buying your product or service, which means they're wasting your time. So rule number one, don't answer without asking. Second, if they don't have answers to your questions, don't answer the questions for them. Make them go get the answers. Oftentimes I hear salespeople, they'll try to fill in the blanks. They think they're being helpful. Well, you probably need this, and you probably need that, and you'll probably need this other thing. And the other person on the other end of the line who's just been sent out on an errand to get additional information says, well, yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. You're thinking you're knowledgeable and you're professional. And in fact, all you're doing is allowing them to go ahead and check the box that they got the information that they needed so they can put it in the file folder to show that they followed the policy, not that they had any sincere intention of buying your product or service. Finally, always move to speak directly with the person who has the answer rather than playing carrier pigeon with this intermediary person. People are calling on a regular basis out in the marketplace trying to make certain that they've got valid pricing, valid scope, and that they understand all the things that are going on in the marketplace. Don't be that person's database of information. Value your time a little bit more. Make certain you know what questions you need to have to provide them accurate, valid, and relevant answers. And if they won't give it to you, move on. Until we get a chance to talk again, go out and make the 1% difference.
If you like this video, hit the subscribe button down below and the bell, and that way we'll let you know every time there are new videos that are out there. And you can also visit our website below.